Hey everyone, welcome along. It's episode number 6 of Grassroots To Glory, my Tier 10 Football Manager 21 playthrough series. I'm Tony, as you know. Hope you're all very well. Hope you're enjoying the first season with Washington FC. Of course, the plan, as you know, is to go from EBAC Northern League Division 2 all the way to the Champions League. If you are brand new to the channel, do, of course, subscribe and turn your notifications on. Go and check back through the other episodes as well. If you've been around since the start, you'll know the situation we are coming to the end of the season. It's our last match of the season. Before we play the last match, a shout out to Manfred Gerritsen, who has been commenting below on the videos. He's a viewer from Holland who started the idea of a tier 10 save with Sheffield FC, had a few issues with it, and he's now decided to take up the challenge at Washington. So Washington are basically now a one-man Dutch supporters club. So looking forward to seeing how you go on, Manfred. Do, of course, keep us up to date with that. But in terms of where we're at, this was a 2-2 draw against Brandon. We've kind of limped across the end of the finish line, to be honest. Like, players have just ran out of steam. Like, Ned Dry there is not a man who's running out of steam. He's still scoring goals for fun. Stevenson with a great ball in. Dry again off the bar, and then somehow bundles the ball over the line. 5 minutes to go. You'd think we were going to win that match, but no, again, we concede a goal with 30 seconds to go. It's been the story of the season, to be honest. You know, last minute goals conceded and like just poor mistakes. I mean, Stevenson darts in there, gets his first goal for the club. He's one of the youngsters that we've brought through. Of course, we have now brought some new youngsters through as part of youth intake day. But look at that. I mean, like, conceding a goal 93 minutes, we're like, all right, we've drawn the game. Actually, we haven't. John Joe Lang's gone down the other end, and he's powered that one in. And I was so happy when I saw that one go in. And, of course, that happiness was then taken away very, very quickly with an absolute pummeling from Durham. So Pascal Chimbonda, of course, opened the score, and who, again, you know, a friend of mine got in touch and said, have I seen Pascal Chimbonda on the highlights in the Durham game? Yes, you have. Pascal Chimbonda, formerly of Washington FC as well, now plays for Durham, and yeah, scored against us, sadly. But yeah, 5-1. 5-1, you know what, 5-1 didn't even flatter them. Like, it could have been like 12 or something, and that would have been a reasonable result. Durham are like head and shoulders above everybody in this league, and yeah, they've just sort of ran away with it. Like, just like really daft defensive errors where like two players go over the same ball, and then like the striker's just like, oh, well, if you're not going to bother doing anything other than just getting in the way of each other, then I'll just, you know, score when you guys are too busy sort of like looking as to what's going on. So Ned Dry again gets himself another goal there against Billingham Symphonia, gets us another draw. Then we have another draw against Bertley. John Joe Lang getting ahead of this time. He doesn't score many headers, does John Joe? And again, thinking we've played a great game, but then just 5 minutes to go and we let a silly goal in. Now, strap yourselves in, because this is like tier 10 football to a T, right? 7-4. We go 1-0 down. Then Farrell gets his debut goal. Again, another youngster comes on. He scores. Stevenson gets another one there. That's 2-1. Great. Into John Joe Lang. Ned Dry. Simpson. In for Ned Dry. That's 3-1. Okay. Everyone's happy. 3-1. Things are looking lovely. Here comes Ned Dry on the wing, ball's cut back, and then Farrell gets his second, so it's 4-1. I mean, I'm forgiven for thinking that the points are in the bag at this point. Of course, I forgot that we are more than capable of shooting ourselves in the foot, so that becomes 4-2. Simpson just about gets away with things there, puts a cross in, it's bundled in somehow, I think, by Ned Dry. That's 5-2. Ball now with Lamb. Poor defending. lets him go past. Veitch then gets his hat-trick, or Vetch, I think is probably how you pronounce it. That's his hat-trick. John Joe Lang then to Farrell, who just runs it through. And again, he cuts it back. It comes off the defender. That's 6, I believe, now there. Ned Dry finishes it for 7. And there's still 15 minutes to go. They then pull another one back and makes it 7-4. And I'm like, there was part of me thinking, even at 7-4, I don't think this is over. But yeah, like an outstanding performance, an outstanding result. I've never seen a match like that at this level. So very, very happy with that one. So when the Crook game came around, we managed to get 4-2 win there, which again, like, really happy in terms of the end of the season. It's an away game. Just turn out, get a good result is kind of all we had to do. Briggs with a great strike there from outside the area. Simpson puts the ball in, and Love Green getting up above the defence and powering in that header. But again, just letting players run off their markers. That's part of the problem. Defensively, we make a lot of errors. Davis there, and again, cuts the ball back, and Proctor turns it in, and it's 4-2. So that's the story of what you've not seen. I guess, of course, the other story that you won't have seen is the problem with playing at this level. You know, we mentioned before, Clark Shotton had gone. Todd Kerridge has now gone. He's gone off to Thornaby. Not a huge issue, I guess. 14 games he's played for us. He's one of our great players. Graham Campbell has also moved on as well. He's gone to Easton Colliery. He again played a handful of games for us, 7 games. But the big issue was this has happened. Ned Dry has gone to Brig. And we've only got 1 game left of the season, and he's left us with 1 game to go. 27 goals in the league in 28 matches. Like, that's quite a return. We're very, very happy with that. Can't really complain. But yeah, sadly, unfortunately, he has gone. Like, we can't really put up a fight, to be honest. Like, so we've lost Ned Dry, we've lost the ultimate Warrener, and I think that's something like 40 goals, just about, with those 2 players alone. But as we said before about we had some youth players coming through, you saw maybe in the highlights there, we have had an intake, and we've got some players who might look all right, which I'm quite excited about. Like, just trying to sort of see where we are now as we navigate through. Here's what we've got now. So Daffyd Billington, 16-year-old Welsh centre-half. He doesn't look too bad, I don't think. I think we can maybe do something with him. Determination 12, jump and reach 14, teamwork 15. So yeah, he's got a bit of something that we can maybe mould. I think he could be quite interesting. Which other names have you seen? So Alan Stevenson, Scottish midfielder. Look at that, bravery 18, determination 16. Again, technique 10 for this level, teamwork 10. Flair 10. That's not too bad. Steve Simpson, 15 years old. This guy, he could be a player. Like, 13 for leadership at 15. Like, he could... Right, I'm not going to put too much on him already, but he's played 7 games and he's got 5 assists. Like, he could well be someone who's quite special for us. Jordan Farrell, again... 14 for acceleration, 15 fitness. He's agile, he's quick, 13 for pace. In this division, these are like attributes that could make the difference as we go into next season. But ultimately, they're young. Like, look at the squad like we've got here. Like, Love Green's the oldest player we've got in the squad at 24. Everyone else is like less than, like, Rayner's 22. Sam Lilly's still wanted by teams in and around here. He's 21, but again, no one's sort of coming in for him. They're coming in for him, but he's not moving. Matthew Lovegreen again is attracting a lot of interest as well, so I kind of expect him to go because again, there's been bids coming in, so there will be some movement in the summer. Of course, there will, because at this level, like, there's always going to be movement of players, but. I guess we just see what happens. The wages are all over the place. because of course now we've signed a bunch of youngsters. That money has to come from somewhere, and I don't really know where it's going to come from. So I also have to mention this little incident with Colin Gray and his now 4-match ban for what I think the FA have pretty much deemed as borderline assault. That apparently it was a red card, and we appealed it, and it turned into a 4-game ban. So we've not really had him for a while, and I don't think we've really got him for the last match against Tower either, which is a bit of a formality match, to be honest. Like, they've already secured second place. We, of course, are way out of it. The lineup that we've got is again, it's sort of some new faces for you for the first time seeing them. So Ellison in goal, Lilly, Love Green, Billington, you'll get a first chance to see him, Devlin, Briggs, Stevenson you'll see, Simpson, Farrell as well, Nash and Lang. On the bench, Crawford, Clough, Renner, Mackay. You'll never beat Dennis Waller, Todd Mason and Matty Cranston. That is the team that will see out the first season of Northern League 2. I've quite enjoyed it as well, to be honest. I think we seem to have played a lot of games, and I think we've learned quite a bit about managing at this level, in that you kind of have to keep it simple. You can't ask for too much. You can't change too much. And I think tweaking stuff on the fly can lead to problems. Particularly, I'm presuming, particularly when most of your players are under the age of 19. That's probably going to be a bit of an issue for us, isn't it? Free kick goes close by a player called Close there. Didn't really have to get wound up for that. I thought that was going to be, was never really challenging us, to be honest. Interestingly enough, though, that if ourselves and Billingham Symphonia are both on 69 points at the minute, so we could technically finish fourth. I know expectations wise we were meant to finish in the top 5, which we are guaranteed to do, by the way. Of course, the way that the points have worked out, we're ahead of Carlisle City, so we will finish 5th. So our objectives have been achieved, bar the whole issue with the wages. That's a good ball through, by the way, and Bell straight at Ellison, the young goalkeeper there, grabbing onto that one and making sure that there's no issues there. I think that overall as a season we've learned quite a bit. We haven't learned to defend free kicks, which we've done quite a bit of work on set plays, and I have actually done me set plays this time. Normally, and Matt, podcast, Football Manager Therapy, Matt has ribbed me a few times for not taking as much care in set plays, but this version I'm doing a lot more. So when you see us conceding like sloppy goals like that, it's a little bit frustrating, I think. But, it's part and parcel of managing down at this level, isn't it? That there will be mistakes, and it's just a matter of how you react to those mistakes rather than actual mistakes themselves. Lang in for Kevin Nash. Big Daddy Cool's not going to do anything there. It's gone wide, unfortunately. He's played right there. As a partnership, them two have got a bit of potential, I think, Nash and Lang. In fact, actually, I'm quite surprised how many goals Lang's actually scored. I'm sure he's got something like 15 or 16 or something for the season, which, given the fact that Ned Dry was banging them in, you kind of didn't realise just how effective John Joe Lang actually was. So that's quite interesting that we may not miss Ned Dry as much as maybe first thinking. Of course we are going to miss him a huge amount, but is it going to be as much of an issue? I don't know. I suppose in terms of a half, that was as it was expected. It's not really. It's a very end of season game, innit? There's not really an impetus from from either side. I don't think. I think Taulor are sort of taken. They took their chance from the free kick, but we're sort of playing all right without really doing enough. Great ball there, Farrell. An interesting effort. I guess, you know, he has to take. He doesn't have to take it on the volley, but he's decided he has to take it on the volley rather than bringing it down, taking a second touch. But you know, why not? You're out there. You're trying to impress. He's a young lad. Let him have his go. We'll see how we get on. Billingham Symphonia look like they've taken the lead though, so that means that we're probably going to finish 5th now in the league, because I can't see us turning this one around. Can't see it. Good ball in. It's gone all the way over everybody. Sykes is going to keep it in somehow. Recycles it, and that's 2-0. Thomas McAloon makes it 2. Second balls, isn't it? As we said before, second balls. Poor, very poor. Just markings all over the place. I've got 2 defenders quite close to each other as well. It's not really helpful. It's not helpful. Oh well. Half an hour to go. Can we get the ball away? Yes, we can, but it's come straight to close. We need to get rid of this ball. We're going to put our foot on it and do something with it. Just panicking. Absolute panic stations from the players. This is the problem with having no experience in the side. Stevenson. Oh, that would have been an absolutely amazing goal. Oh, the young lad's just chipped it up over the keeper, and it's come down off the underside of the bar, and bless him, like, he deserved a goal for that. Like, the actual build-up play itself was great as well, and that would have been, like, that, as a finish, that would have been outstanding. Like, you're talking goal of the month contender at that point. Unfortunately, it's come off the underside of the bar. But so close. If that goes in, you know, have we got a bit of impetus, a bit of momentum? Maybe. 13 minutes to go. What can we get? Lily, great ball. Farrell's got defenders just about got there, and he's given a corner. So what can we do from a corner? Cranston gives it straight to their goalkeeper. At least he's giving it back to us, though. That's quite nice of him. Good ball now through John Joe Lang. It's just got wide. Oh. This is the only match I would have taken a point. You know, Durham have just clocked up 101 points, by the way. I don't know if you've just seen that there on the graphic. 101 points for Durham. 16 points clear of Taulor. They've ran away with this league. Absolutely ran away with this league. Cranston held up by Spencer. And now Taulor look like they're going to attack McAloon with the ball forward. We've managed to cut it out. Cranston now. Renner. John Joe Lang. Oh, Spencer cuts that one out as well. He's having a decent game, to be honest, down here. Spencer. Love Green. Lilly. Renner. Back inside now. Billington. He sends it forward. John Joe Lang. What's he going to do with it? Cranston. Come on, Cranston. Stevenson. Yes. Lovely strike from Stevenson. 2-1. And if you just think now, like, I mean, that's a great goal, by the way. Like, as a team goal, that is really great. Lovely finish from the youngster. But think about the little chip that he had that came off the underside of the bar. John Joe Lang effort that's just gone wide. Then we have that chance there that's gone in. Could have been different. Could have been so different. Never mind. I guess this is what it's all about, isn't it? You know, you play teams who are going to get promoted, and you have to take your chances. Final whistle's gone. And that's not just the end of the match, but the end of the season. So there you go. We finished 5th. I guess overall not a bad performance in the final match of the season. As we grew into the game. I think first half we were a bit abject and we weren't really sort of in it and not really doing much. We maybe had no sort of impetus, but yeah, I guess, the season's come to an end. We finished fifth. We were expected to finish fifth. Can't really complain. Got a lot of work to do in the summer if we're going to want to try and improve going forward. A lot of work to be done. Yeah, it's fine. I mean, at least we're not Easton Colliery. 7 points. That's not what they want, is it? They're Esh winning with 32 points, and then Easton Colliery with 7. There you go. Look, a new low league defeat. 8 defeats. That's all right. I'll take that. Season review. Let's have a little look and see what the season review says for us, because I think overall not bad. I think is maybe where we're looking. Not bad is about as good as we can get. Love Green, obviously the only player who's come in, because of course Ned Dry doesn't count because he's now gone, and therefore we can just wipe him from history, apparently, according to the season review. I think seems a bit unfair, but never mind. That's how they've done it. Obviously knocked out of cups early on with Kidderminster Harriers under 23s in the FA Vars, and then of course Shildon. You saw that on one of the earlier episodes. Matches that went well. 5-1 win against Easton Colliery. Very, very happy with that. The 3-0 win against Chesley Street. Ned Dry's hat trick when he came back from injury was fantastic. And then the goal of the season came from Shotton, of all people, to be honest. I never thought we'd see this. He came charging through against Sunderland West End. Lovely strike there. 3-1. We won that match. Very happy indeed. Now, how much money are we making? Not a lot. But we're not expected to make money at this level. We'll build it up as we go along. We will get some more. 230 quid commercial sales. I reckon Manfred Gerritson's bought a shirt, so we'll send one over to Holland. That's probably another 50 quid maybe. Postage. Should make a few quid out for that one. This is where we look like we've lined up in terms of the team of the season. Ellison, Lilly, Love Green, Clough, Shotton, Mason, Gray, Briggs, Devlin, Ned Dry, and John Joe Lang. It's not a bad team, to be honest. And you look at the amount of matches that have played, it shows just how consistent we've been in terms of the same sides trying to get a regular team coming out. Looking now at the awards, John Joe Lang picks up the player of the season from the fans and the young player of the season as well. Clark Shotton, as you know, got the goal of the season. Top goal scorer is now John Joe Lang, 13 goals. Because of course Ned Dry's goals, 31 overall in the season. 31 goals. We're gonna miss that, aren't we? 21-7 in the league. 4 goals from the Ultimate Warrener was the most goals in a match. What's that? 10 man of the match awards for Ned Dry. Colin Gray's got 7 yellow cards and 2 red cards. That's not really great, is it? Youngest goal scorer Colin Gray, 15 years and what's that, 41 days or something? 15 years and 341 days. Youngest goal scorer there. Ned Dry, quickest goal, 3 minutes 30 seconds. Oldest player Matt Lovegreen, 24. So again, we're talking very, very little in terms of experience. If our oldest player is 24, I think we've done all right to finish 5th. And as you can see, it looks like the expectations are going to stay the same. Our contract is up next season. Okay, I thought it was going to be the end of this season. So I was a bit worried, really, to be honest, as to whether we were actually going to be offered another contract. But that's all right. Then if we're sort of on track for next season, that's not too bad. Hopefully we can improve. Let's see what the players reckon in my famous Tony team meeting talks. Okay, everyone's happy enough with that. That's good. That's very good, actually. Hopefully then we can do all right. Let everyone go have a little holiday, come back, and then we can push on for next year. I mean, I don't know what the team's going to look like, of course, because probably going to lose a bunch of players, and we'll have to bring another bunch of players in. But in terms of a first season, happy enough with that. In terms of next season, we need to improve. There's various areas we need to improve. We need to really knuckle down and focus a bit more on defending, work on some set plays, and hopefully start a challenge for those promotion spots. So what it needs to be said now is, if you've enjoyed the video, do give it a thumbs up. Of course, do subscribe to the channel as well, because season 2 is coming very, very shortly. Any comments, do leave them below. I will, of course, reply to everything. We have a Discord as well. I don't know if I mentioned that at the start of the video. I don't think I did. Come and join us, chat away on the Discord. It's a good place to talk FM21 tactics, all that sort of stuff. And again, I suppose realistically, all we need to do is say if you've enjoyed it, have another watch of some more videos on here. I've also got a Journeyman career as well. But yeah, I will see you all very soon for season 2 of Grassroots to Glory.